Hi, Mishaco, and we have a truck going by. Last time we looked at a couple of the Stribog SP9s, the SP9-A1 full size and the SP9-A3S, the compact. Today we have a different variation. This is the SP9-A3, so full length 8-inch barrel, but it has the roller system, unlike the A1, so it's kind of a hybrid of both. The distributor only had one in. I thought, let's try it out. And it did ship with the factory folding brace. We do have the iron sights, even though they're polymer. 3 mags, pretty decent trigger. You know, check out our original video. But we didn't get to shoot any of those last time, so yeah, let's run a couple of rounds through it, see how it does. We're just going to start off with a couple of rounds to make sure she's running safe and sound. And held open, even though my hand was kind of unintentionally on top of the release there. She held open. That was with 115 grain Max Tech. We've been using it quite a bit. While the Stribog charging handle might appear reciprocating, it is actually not. It's on a separate plastic or polymer block that interfaces with the carrier, and then it just tabs in, and you can pull it back here and flip it to the other side. Nothing really locks it forward except kind of friction, so it's a little rough here. Of course, when your bolt is forward, it isn't really having room to travel. All right, let's try another mag. Pretty nice. This is the brace that the Stribog came with, but it was loose. In the packaging, initially it has the rear pick rail, so you get both. And it doesn't latch when folded, although it's reasonably secure, but it has a good latch when deployed. And a good balance point, and personally I think a good aesthetic. Although there's not really any attachment for a sling on the firearm itself, you do have what I presume to be a QD socket here, or maybe it's a little small. I think it may just be a hole to run some paracord through. Either way, there's not a readily apparent way to attach a sling, in my opinion. But what do you think? I'm curious if this will work. It was kind of bouncing off, but it actually cleared. It worked. I'm a little impressed. The SP9-A3 has the roller delayed bolt system, but it is pretty unique. It's a 2-piece bolt, kind of a front and back, with a little camming hollow, almost looks like a roll pin up and down. And I think in the original video I suggested that they give spares, because that can fall out during disassembly. With this one, they actually gave 2 spares in a little baggie in the packaging. So that's pretty neat, I thought. Good balance point. Again, 8-inch barrel. It's threaded standard 1/2 by 28. I will say that when I got this was a muzzle cap and it was very tight, but after shooting, it's easily just grew off. No problem there. The mag I picked up, drug a mag with it, and I said, drop test. Pull in. Another mag with this Stribog. Held open. It's such an obvious comparison. Let's see how it does against the Burger and Tomat SCW, the APC9K Pro. So, side by side, the B+T and the Grand Power Stribog. This gun has a lot of names. This is more of a standard size. The full APC is actually about a 7-inch barrel. This is an 8. Frames are about the same. This is about the same barrel length as the SP9-A3S, for what it's worth. This version, the SCW, has the collapsing tail hook brace with multiple positions. You can pull it out, trust me. There. And of course this is a non-adjustable length of pull. So yeah, there they are, fully deployed together. Of course they take different magazines. This is a slightly curved mag. The B+T style mags are straight, but the good news is both are double stack, double feed, 9x19, NATO Luger Parabellum. I tried this 20, and I took a couple of rounds out. I had about 15 in it. Let's see. Held open. All right, gotta try the SCW one more time. Firing these side by side with the same 115 grain ammo, just what I had today. The B+T is a smoother shooter. No way to, no two bones about that. But the SP9 felt quite a bit nicer than I was expecting, and is less teeter-tottery or jolty than a straight blowback gun, like say an Evo 3 Scorpion, or even the Beretta PMXS, which is something I actually really like. And you probably wouldn't even notice it. If you just shot this on its own, you'd think, that's a really smooth shooting gun. And the trigger's actually quite good. But then you throw this B+T in, and it's just smoother. And it's a shorter barrel too, so less mass. So you still got to give it to the B+T system. This is a blowback, but it has hydraulic style buffer in the back here, so that keeps the bolt group from just slamming into the rear, causing that teeter-tottery effect. So yeah, nicer shooting gun, hard to argue that, but for a third the price, yeah. Comparing the controls, I will say the non-reciprocating and folding handle on the B+T is much more elegant. If I had one criticism about the feel of the Stribog, this charging handle does feel kind of gritty, a little clunky. Also, the bolt release is a little straight and flat. This is more elegant. This has a fixed pistol grip that's hollow. This is removable, takes standard AR grips, and it has a storage compartment. So that's pretty neat. Both have pick rails on top, and both do come with folding sights where the B+Ts are removable, and these are, well, they are removable, but they're integrated into the rail, so kind of a lower profile. So there we go. So yeah, comparing the feel, the B+T still wins, but the Stribog is good for the money. When it comes to accuracy, come on guys, I'm not the one to ask. I will say the Stribog was 100%, and the B+T has always been 100% for me, no matter the ammo type. And both are pretty suppressor friendly as well. With that, let's do one more shooting and wrap this up. Okay, and let's end with the Stribog one more time. Held up. Well, Stribog did well. No failures at all. Like I talked about a minute ago, the Burger & Thermite is still a smoother gun, but it's a third the price. It did impress me that it worked with this folded, although I wouldn't bank on it because they were deflecting off. You can even see some marks right there. But in a pinch, if you try to fire it or need to fire it, it should work. Maybe. And it did kind of impress me that even though I was accidentally riding the bolt control, it didn't cause a malfunction. And we tried all the 3 mags it shipped with, and no troubles. Yeah, it was, no troubles at all. So what do you think? If you like the Stribog, maybe some other PCC or CCC, whatever you want to call them, pistol caliber carbine or pistol caliber pistol. I guess a PCP, I guess. It's no better, is it? Or if you like the Stribog, which variation? A1, A3, A3S, or A3G, which is the Glock mag version. And frankly, my least favorite. I don't see the need for everything to take Glock mags. I don't like the single feed design of them for this kind of gun. I like double feed. And I have to admit, for me, myself, and I, if I was going to pick one, I think this would be it. Because I do like the 8-inch, the full-length look. It's not huge, but the compact is just a little small for my taste. But that's just me. I'd love to know about you. As always, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. And we're really getting close to finishing up the cabin, so with that, we're going to start on the range. So, kind of last call, if people want to get involved in the range builder tier on Patreon, you can check that out. But if you can't, that's cool too. Liking, sharing, subscribing works great. This is Misha. Catch you very soon next time.
And cut.